Module 12, Segment 3, Batch Importing and Updating the Avref Data. The objectives of this segment are to set up the mass import update functions for the Avref catalog and to perform the import and update. In previous segments, you have learned how to search the Avref catalog and to add parts, alternates, and price lines from the Avref catalog into Quantum. The Avref integration also offers an easy way to perform mass imports and updates of entire manufacturer catalogs into Quantum. Once you have completed the mapping of the data elements from Avref to Quantum, click on the Data Services drop-down menu and select Import Avref Catalog. The Data Services Import Avref Catalog window appears. In this window, you can configure the various import and update settings. Let's review these settings. On the upper left-hand corner are the Master Parts settings. These control whether or not new parts are created or updated in the Quantum Master Parts list with the Avref values. If you select the Create New Master Records Where Missing setting, when you run the import, master part records that do not exist in Quantum for the matching part record in Avref will be created. If you do not select this option, no new parts will be created in the Quantum Master Parts list. The second setting is the Update Master Record setting. When selected, part records in Quantum will have the list price, and list price date will be updated with the new values from the corresponding records in Avref. Two additional settings now appear. Update Description field will update the master parts description based on the description of the part in Avref. Using Avref Manufacturer Code for User-Defined Field 2 will update the master parts User-Defined Field 2 with the original, not mapped, Avref Manufacturer Code for informational purposes. The next set of settings are the Parts Catalog settings. Please refer to the help files for more information regarding the Parts Catalog. Selecting Create New Catalog Records Where Missing will create a new catalog record if one does not exist. Selecting this option also enables another setting, Auto Link to Master Part. If selected, the newly created catalog record will automatically be linked to the corresponding master part record. Update Catalog file will update existing catalog records with the list price and list price date from the Avref catalog. The next group of settings control the creation and updating of Priceline records. Selecting the Create New Price Records Where Missing will create new price lines for the corresponding part in Quantum, if they do not exist yet. Update Price file updates the list price on existing price lines. On the upper right-hand corner is the Avref Manufacturer Selection setting. You can either choose to import and/or update all Avref manufacturers, or only selected ones. It is highly recommended to use the Select Manufacturer setting and to later select only the manufacturer catalogs that are required by your organization. Finally, the Matching Options setting controls how part records are matched between the Avref catalog and the Quantum Master Parts list. If you select part number, the import and update mechanism will only use the part number to match Avref records with Quantum records, regardless of the manufacturer code for these parts in Quantum. The update will run across all the parts from the selected Avref manufacturers and find a corresponding part number in Quantum. This is done without taking into consideration what the manufacturer code is for the master parts in Quantum. If you select part number plus manufacturer, only part records that have a part number and a manufacturer code match will get updated. In this case, the part number and manufacturer code in Avref must match the part number and the relevant mapped manufacturer code in Quantum in order to update or decide to create a part record in Quantum. The last option, currency, should always be the US dollar currency you have set up in your system. This is for Quantum to correctly calculate the list price in the local currency if it is not US dollars. If you have selected all manufacturers in the manufacturer selection, clicking Import will now begin the import. If you have selected Select Manufacturers, clicking Import will display the Select Manufacturers screen. Scroll down to find all the manufacturers you would like to import. You can select manufacturers by either selecting one, then clicking on the spacebar select button, the S hotkey, or the keyboard spacebar. Repeat this for all the manufacturers you would like to select. Reverse a mistake in selection by clicking on that row and typing the spacebar. Select Tag All to select all manufacturers. Select Tag None to remove all the selections. When you have completed the selection, selecting the F10 Done button, the F10 on the keyboard, or the D hotkey will begin the import. Quantum will begin processing the import update. You will see a progress bar describing how many records are being imported. If you have selected a large number of part records to process, a warning message will pop up asking if you are sure that you want to import. Clicking OK will continue the import. Clicking Cancel will return you to the Avref settings screen. A large number of records being added can cause the system to perform slower in some cases, so it is recommended that only the required manufacturers are imported. Any error messages appear in the Messages window, such as a part record already existing in the master parts listing. You can later select this text and copy it to a notepad for further research if necessary. If you click on the Cancel button, the entire import and update will be canceled, and an information message will pop up telling that the import has been canceled. Otherwise, when complete, a message will pop up affirming that the import has completed. To recap what we have learned in this segment, we have learned how to set up and perform a mass import or update from the manufacturer catalogs in Avref. This includes updating or creating part records, parts catalog records, or price lines.